Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. My name is Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm an intuitive reader today with a message for the air signs. This is for Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Before I get to your reading, I've got two exciting pieces of information for you. One is that I'm still offering a pretty big discount on my personal intuitive readings over Skype and Zoom for the rest of the month. But the second really exciting thing is that I have a new reading that I'm offering called a soul integration reading, and this is awesome for everyone. So I invite you to check it out on my website, trueguidancetarot.com, and let's get right to your reading. Really good message for you this week. So the energy around you is the Knight of Swords, and the way you're responding to that is the nine of Wands. Now your advice is interesting, and it's of course going to show up backwards on this thing. Nope, we're going to do it this way. Okay, so we have the Strength card facing into the Ace of Cups, and then the Seven of Wands. Man, brain just not here today. So what's going on in your world right now? There is some drama. There's a lot of potential for drama, and it's coming from another person. This is not just a dramatic situation. This really feels like an actual physical energy of a person. Possibly male, but it doesn't have to be a physical male. It could be male energy, meaning this kind of decisive, cutting, blunt, almost, I don't want to say arrogant or rude energy, but it's this someone who just kind of says the truth and doesn't care how the heck someone takes it. They just, they have to say what they think they know. And they don't come from a place of gentleness or with an open heart. They're coming straight with their head. It's a very critical, cutting kind of energy. Now, you're kind of like, you're waiting for it, actually. So I hope that in a lot of cases you haven't instigated this. It's actually feeling like in some of your cases you have, that you know just how to stir the pot to get this person all riled up and coming at you because you're waiting for it, and you're like, you know what, I'm ready, I can handle this, I can take it. Whatever drama they're spouting at me, whatever argument they're going to try to get into, I'm ready for it. Now, your message is, it's maybe not what you might expect. Okay, again, we've got the Seven of Wands on this side, Ace of Cups going into the Strength. Instead of going at things with your logic and with your arguments, you're saying, I've got watertight arguments, I can take anything this guy's going to throw at me. That's not what they're asking you to do. Your higher self and your guides this week are saying, no, this is a test of your compassion. This is a test of your strength, but not in the strength of the force that you put up, the steel wall that you put up for this Knight of Swords to fly into. They're not saying you need to meet him with the same kind of argumentative strength. No, this is the strength of allowing this person's space, meeting them with love, understanding that even if you think that they're wrong, you need to open your heart and give them the space to be. And that's actually what they're asking you to protect here. They're not saying, this is an instance of standing up for yourself and shoving forward with your own sword. That's not what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to actually meet it in a much softer way, as if you are trying. So imagine that this person is someone you really dislike, like, someone who's just not on your side ever. They're saying you need to meet this person as if you are embracing him as a friend. And that's not a fun concept, especially, if you're a very logical type. It's like, no, they're just wrong. They don't know what they're talking about half the time. I'm not going to be friends with them. How can I be friends with someone who doesn't have a handle on logic and who doesn't think the way I do? But this is a test of your strength. This is a test of your compassion and your empathy to say, okay, he's feeling this way. I'm going to watch it coming to me. I'm going to give it the space to be. And I'm going to now speak with compassion, speak with love. I'm going not to lower myself to his level with that anger from the ego, but I'm not going to allow it to prevent me from being connected to a higher energy, which is love. So if you are the instigator in this situation, if you have riled this person up, this is a chance for you to redo that karma and not have that come up with you again with this person, because you're actually saying, you know what, you know, it's okay. I accept and I embrace what you're saying. It's okay. I am not going to try to push your buttons anymore, but that's because I'm opening my heart. And it's not that you're doing this for the other person. They may well be wrong, but it's not going to do you any good to behave like him. You need to be that higher expression of yourself, which is the communication of love, the flexibility of love, and ultimately the strength of love. And I know that sounds quite fluffy, but this is really a challenge for you because it's much more comfortable to have your logical and rational arguments all ready to go. But that's not what's being asked of you this time. So if you have any questions, please reach out in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And your final invitation of the day, please check out my website, True Guidance Tarot, if you're curious for a personal reading. There's some really, really awesome offerings on there. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.